Hello, guys, and welcome once again. Um, so today we'll be talking about Zimbabwe and how I think Zimbabwe should have been Africa's pride. I won't lie, even us as South Africans, we do admit that Zimbabweans are very intelligent. They are intelligent, they are beautiful, they're a true representation of Africa. I don't think that everything that is happening to Zimbabwe right now is entirely because of um, all the citizens of Zimbabwe. I don't think that's the case. Because I don't think anyone would choose for their home to be ruined, for them to go and become beggars in someone else's house. No one wants that. Like, everyone wants to be a king in their own home and have other people to visit and actually visit other places sometime just for leisure, and not to go there just because you are dependent now. You really have to go to that place because you can't survive in your own place anymore. With the situation that's happening with the Zimbabweans right now in South Africa, I really have to talk about this. I think it's a very crucial thing that's happening. What do I actually feel about what is happening to Zimbabweans right now? About the South African government denying to renew the Zimbabwean exclusion or exemption permit, I think. Like, a part of me wants them not to renew the permit, and a part of me wants them to renew them. So right now I'm battling between two thoughts. Like, should they actually renew the permits or should they not renew the permits? Why does a part of me want them to stay? A part of me wants them to stay because they have already built or made a lot of things in the country already. They have families with our fellow brothers and sisters, and they have now become part of us. And some of them were actually even born here. They've probably never went home and have never been home and don't know anything about home, I would say. So for them to go back to Zimbabwe again, it's like them starting a whole new life again. Why does a part of me want them to go back to Zimbabwe? It's because with all the things that they have acquired right here in the country, they can use those, like that knowledge and those resources, to go and develop their countries to become great. It's true that they are truly intelligent, but however, I feel like they're not using their intelligence in the right places. If you ask a lot of Zimbabweans why they don't go home and why they don't challenge the Zimbabwean government, most of them would mention that the government there is not lenient like here in South Africa. That's why they have challenged our government so many times, but they've never challenged their own government. Whenever they do that, obviously, there's bloodshed, and they don't think of challenging their government at all. I don't know why, but I remember this other time watching the news that certain Zimbabwean lawyers are taking the South African government to court because they were not giving Zimbabweans certain jobs or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And I got so angry that they have the audacity to challenge our own government. They have the audacity to challenge our own courts, but they can't dare challenge their president Mnangagwa with anything, like with whatever that they're doing. Even with Robert Mugabe, the late President Robert Mugabe, they never got the guts to challenge him, even when he abused human rights. Even when he abused human rights openly, so they never thought of challenging him at all. But they have the guts to go to a different country and challenge that particular country's government. And later, after some time, I saw this other article where the Zimbabweans again challenged the government in Botswana. And how the government responded was to deport the Zimbabweans back home. A lot of South Africans obviously applauded that, because whenever the Zimbabweans take our government to court, obviously they listen to them and they give them the opportunity to actually challenge whatever decision that they have made. So from this, one would definitely say that the South African government is very lenient, and that the government in Botswana doesn't take nonsense. That's exactly how people would say that our government tolerates a lot of nonsense, whereas others, they don't tolerate this at all. It just felt so disrespectful in a way that how can a country accommodate you and then you grow wings to a point whereby you have to challenge them for doing certain things? It's like me inviting you to my house, or me allowing you come to my house because you say that you are having troubles at your home. Then I give you maybe the kitchen because there isn't enough rooms to sleep in. Then you decide that, well, I'm going to move myself to the children's bedroom maybe, and then they allow you to do that. And then you grow wings to a point whereby you now want the main bedroom, whereas you were just being accommodated. Now it's like you're demanding for more. I don't know if this is making sense, but yeah, and it's just so disappointing, especially what's going on right now in the news about Zimbabwe, whereby a lot of Zimbabweans are being caught at the border trying to cross illegally into the country. No one should come with the notion about, oh no, borders came with the colonizers and whatnot. If you tolerate that, why is it that such a thing is not happening in your countries to that extent? You can't say that you know how things are happening if you haven't experienced it. It's true that one only knows like how something really feels once they have experienced it. I don't have any problems with Zimbabweans at all. I love them. Like I've already said, they look really beautiful. They are very intelligent. That's actually very true. Nothing false detected about that. I just wish that Zimbabweans would go back home and fight for their country. Fight for Zimbabwe to be great again. Because I remember I once came across a documentary where they mentioned how Zimbabwe was great and it was like the fruit basket of Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And it was just so nice hearing positive things about Zimbabwe. It was just so nice. And right now, having to see all these things that are happening, it's just so heartbreaking. I just wish that like they could just move back home, like everyone from like whichever country that they're in, and not just those in South Africa, but everyone else, and they should just join hands and fight for their rights, and so that like more people would listen. Because if they're not participating actively, then a lot of people won't pay attention, because it will seem like, no, yeah, they're probably struggling, but it's not that much of a big deal. But if they make noise about it, then people will understand the seriousness of the situation. Honestly speaking, the first time ever where I saw like a Zimbabwean actually criticizing the government, I think was last year or the year before last. He was just a normal citizen, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot his name. And he made videos and spoke about the injustices that are happening in Zimbabwe, and how things are very expensive that side, how inflation is so bad, and that they hardly even use their currency. It's really not nice thinking about it and listening to it, especially considering that Zimbabwe is just right, like, close to South Africa. We share a border. It's really not nice, especially because we also have people in Zimbabwe whom we share like some sort of cultures with. And yeah, and after all, people of the southern region, like, our cultures are not that much of a difference. And I really wish the best for Zimbabwe and Zimbabweans. Such an amazing country, beautiful people, intelligent, hardworking. That's true. They are hardworking because they don't have a choice. They have to feed themselves. If you go online on the internet and you search something about Zimbabwe, usually negative things come out, like poverty, the dictatorship of government that they have. It's just not nice. The inflation. You hardly hear positive things about Zimbabwe, but Zimbabwe is amazing. And we really hope that they finally get rid of ZANU-PF, and that we have more Zimbabweans actually standing up against their government and not attack other governments from other countries. If you have a problem, go and fight your own government. Don't go to your host country and start fighting them. Like they say, do not bite the finger that feeds you. Because if it stops feeding you, then you'll be starving. So, yeah, I really pray for Zimbabwe to be great once again. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I really wish to dive into more details about this. So just leave your own opinions in the comment section, and let us have a positive engagement. I am open to learning. This is a learning opportunity for me and for you. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. See you.